Crypto is dumping. Is the bull market over? Your questions are answered in this video. What's going on, everyone? It's Greeny here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, guys, we'll be taking a macro analysis. Is the bull market over? I will tell you yes or no in this video. Be sure to subscribe down below. YouTube tells me that only 17% of you are subscribed, so smash the subscribe button. Let's get that to 25% and let's get me to 10K subscribers before the end of July. As always, guys, also please like the video and don't forget to check out my trading group using the whop.com link in the description below. Is the bull market over? It's an age-old question as soon as we ever see a correction during a bull market. So what I've done, guys, is step back my analysis, zoomed out, and just given you a sort of insight into what I'm currently looking at. Now, the answer for you is no. The bull market is certainly not over. If we take a look at previous cycle dumps and this cycle dumps, you will find correlation between what we actually are seeing right now and what we actually saw last cycle. Now, really interestingly, even though we are dumping about 28% currently, last cycle we saw an average of over 29% per dump, whereas this cycle we've only seen an average of 22.65 play out so far. So what that actually shows me is that currently, whenever you see a correction in a bull market, that screams opportunity for long-term accumulation, okay? Now, wealth isn't made overnight. Wealth takes, honestly, years and years to accumulate, and you want to compound your gains over time to ultimately change your life for the better. And that's what crypto allows you to do, and that's what corrections or dumps allow you to do in a bull market. So, just for confluence, as you can see here, we saw a range of dumps as we were consolidating sideways during last cycle's accumulation phase. We then also saw multiple huge dumps before we ultimately topped out in November 2021. Whereas this cycle, guys, we've actually seen less dumps. And as I showed you before, they've been even less volatile. Again, that screams opportunity, okay, in the long term. Now, ultimately, the reason for this current dump is due to Mt. Gox selling and obviously Germany selling some confiscated Bitcoin as well. Now, they only have about 9K Bitcoin left. So in theory, okay, this dumping pressure should ultimately end in the coming days. Now, what I want to show you is a few other on-chain statistics. Now, for me, okay, I've been in the crypto space for about 8 to 9 years. Throughout that time, the most simplest form of alpha that I have learned by trading all of these markets is buy during fear and sell during greed. So in other words, buy when you see extreme fear during a bull market and sell some of your profits, okay, as soon as you see greed in the bull market. And honestly, if you take a look at this chart, guys, okay, so anytime it's up the top, okay, you will often find that there was a blow off top or that there was a huge dump after we reached the greed or extreme greed territory. And if you actually look at the charts as well, guys, anytime we reach fear or extreme fear, you'll often find that a bottom is very, very close. Definitely consider using this as a feature for where you think we could potentially go. So as you can see here, the last time we saw fear during this cycle, guys, was before we pumped in October, where we really did kick off this bull market. So now screams opportunity for me, and I have been accumulating and DCAing into my top place. Now, ultimately, guys, in the short term, we could obviously go lower because in theory, we haven't seen a big dump like we did multiple times last cycle. So where I'm really eyeing off is a potential move down to this 52, so from about 50,000 to about $52,000. I think we could deviate there, we could wick down there, capture all this liquidity that hasn't been observed since about February this year, and then ideally pump back up towards this kind of range that we've formed in the mid 50s to the high 50K region. My worst case scenario, guys, is that we actually find the liquidity down here at the 45 to 47K region. But again, if we do see those sort of numbers, that screams absolute opportunity, and I'll be pressing that buy button to make sure that I get some more bags. Why I'm so bullish, guys, is because this is without doubt the most bullish time in history, okay? And this probably is your last cycle to make life-changing gains. You cannot trade meme coins probably in the future due to potential regulations and so many aspects like that. Plus, obviously, price is going up. So it's going to be so much harder for you and me to lock in crazy gains on easy plays such as Solana or Ethereum or Bitcoin or even something like MOG, okay? Because so many of those returns will be nullified because essentially their market cap is a lot higher. So getting a 3x or a 5x will actually be quite difficult in the future cycles. ETFs, okay, we've spoken about this a lot on the channel, but the ETFs, both the Bitcoin one being approved and transacting, and as you can see, even though we're seeing massive dumps in the market by the German government, what is going up? It's the ETF inflows, okay? So BTC seeing massive inflows for a total of over $15 billion over the past sort of 4 months since it started its trading. Now, obviously, we have the Ethereum ETF about to start trading next week or the week after. So I'm very bullish to see how that actually entails. But again, it gives retail, it gives TradFi, it gives hedge funds companies a chance to get Ethereum without actually going on chain. Ultimately, guys, we have seen that the Solana ETF could be approved in the next year as well. So again, this is the most bullish time in history based on so many factors, okay? We've also got upgrades coming to Solana and to Ethereum, okay, in terms of the technology and the fundamental side. So why not think about accumulating during fear? Okay, as I showed you here, during fear is the best time to buy, okay, not when it's green. Buy during red, sell when it's green, guys. So ultimately, if you have any questions, let me know in the description below. But I'm an accumulator here and the bull market is certainly not over. So there you have it, guys. The bull market, in my opinion, is certainly not over. As always, please subscribe down below. YouTube tells me that only 17% of you are subscribed. So guys, help the channel grow. Click that subscribe button and like the video so that it generally does help the channel grow and get this education out to more people. Don't forget to check out my trading group, guys. There is a discount sale for the month of July. Enter this code here as it shows you on the screen, July_sale, to either the lifetime option or the month subscription, and you can get a nice 25% discount into my trading group where we trade every single day in cryptocurrency. As always, guys, take care and I'll see you in the next one.